Hey YouTube, this is Dennis here with the 220 gallon African Malawi tank, doing a highlight video on that guy behind the rock there. He's pretty active, hard to get a get a still shot of him, but it's the Aristochromis Christyi, also known as the Malawi hawk. Just wanted to kind of highlight him for a couple minutes here. Appreciate you taking a couple minutes watching. I've had this guy a couple years now, and he's probably right around 9 inches long, and I got him probably when he was about 4.5 or 5 inches, and so you can see he's growing real well. He been getting fed nothing but North Fin food for the entire time I've had him. Just pellets. I never give my fish anything else but pellets. And he can grow up to 12 inches long, though, at least in the wild. I'm not so sure in the aquarium if he'll get that big, but I am anticipating he'll get bigger. Females can also get up to 12 inches with this species, but they are dimorphic, so females are just a plain silver color with some black lines on them. Obviously with the same body shape. They are mouth brooders when they breed, and they're typically found in areas in Lake Malawi anywhere from 6 foot all the way down to about 30 foot. They require a pH of somewhere in the 7.4 to 8.5 range, and temperatures ranging from 74 degrees to about 80 degrees. I have my pH buffered at 8.2, and the reason being is that out of the tap, and I've tried numerous times, my pH out of the tap always comes out right around 7.2, and that is mainly because my house is run off of a well, and all the water goes through a water softener, and the water is just soft. I have to harden it up, and I have to bring the pH up, so I buffer it, and it works out good for me. I run my temperature at 79 degrees all the time. That's just what works for me. And but they are very aggressive, as you can see. It's not a good idea to put these guys at any time with any mabunas at all, or any kind of cichlids at all that they can fit in their mouth. And it's also recommended that they get frequent water changes. I would imagine just like any African cichlid, it's best to keep those nitrates down, ammonia at 0, and keep your pH very steady and consistent on the high side. But other than that, he's doing real well. I enjoy him. I enjoy watching him. He's always got this look about him like he's up to something. I got a couple of smaller fish in here that are about 5 inches long, just touching 5 inches long. And he sometimes will swirl around them and hover over them. And there is a reason why they call him the hawk, the Malawi hawk. But he knows he can't fit them in their mouth, even though he'd like to think he could. But you can see he's doing what he naturally does in the wild, and that's hide behind rocks to try to ambush prey swimming by. Because that's his tail sticking out there, as you can see. He's back there checking out that Synodontis back there. And other than that, just going through the tank real quick here, you can see my Fusco. He's also a giant in the tank, pretty equal in size to the Christyi, about 9 inches. Got a turquoise hap coming up here, giving us a front shot. Finally found his place in the pecking order here in the tank. Picked him up a while back. He came in very docile, and now he's picked up an aggression. Electric Blue Ali, Imperial Tigress in the back, my Mara Rocks. He's one of the more aggressive fish in the bunch for sure. And the only fish, like I said on my last video, that I didn't get out of here that was a peacock was the red top Luanda. Still holding his own in here. I may get the net out one of these days and get him out, but so far so good. The Rostratus is always sifting through the sand back there. He's doing real well. He's settled in. All the fish are eating. I always take the time every time I feed to feed small feedings and sit back and watch very, very closely who comes out to eat and who doesn't, if any. And I have found through the years of keeping fish that if a fish stays back and doesn't come out to eat for whatever reason, there's usually something up with them. And if you see long stringy white poop would be another sign. Those are two telltale signs that something's going on with a fish. Just to keep an eye on, usually indicating many times internal parasites. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to end this video. These guys are at 79 degrees in here. Just checked it a few minutes ago. And that's about where I run my tank all the time. You can see my, for some reason, my lithobates has gotten kind of fired up today, up in the corner. Gotten really dark. He's starting to get a blaze coming in. He's pretty big. He's solid 7 inches. And VC10 and the turquoise are going at it. Rostratus. You can see this turquoise hap has really picked up an aggression. I don't know what his problem is, but that's just the way he's turning out for me. So it just goes to show that any cichlid, it just depends on the tank you put them in. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for watching, and look forward to seeing your videos in the future. Just want to do a shout out to a couple of groups, Facebook groups. Cichlid Conversation, wanted to do a shout out to them. It's a real good group to get involved with. Ben O Cichlids, that's Ben O apostrophe Cichlids. Good group. Please give them a try. Learn a lot of great things. Also, Jay Wilson's group, Aquatic Lounge. Great group to watch. Or I should say go on. And IFG's Tips and Tricks. That group typically focuses in, they do have some group discussions, but they have a lot of great videos, a lot of visual learning on that group. A lot of good tips for those that learn visually. And then finally, Tank Talk is another good group run by John Hudson. So with that, I will end it right there. Thanks very much again. This Christyi is just on the prowl, always up to something. And I am out. Thank you.